Alright. We are live for the Gardo Show. The Gardo Show, chapter 155, mistranslated as One Punch Man. Though, at this point, if that's going to be Garo's epithet, you know what, I would argue it's a working title. It's a working title, but, yeah, so apparently the chapter dropped yesterday, and a lot of people, I guess it was the wrong time or something like that, so a lot of people didn't really talk about it. I didn't even know the damn thing dropped until I was done a 5-hour stream at 2 o'clock in the morning yesterday, so I had no goddamn idea that this chapter even dropped, and I had to be told in my Discord. I wouldn't have even known. It seemed like usually when a One Punch Man chapter or Record of Ragnarok chapter drops, everyone just goes batshit crazy, you know what I mean? Everybody just goes, oh my god, and I get sent like 28 links and fucking DM messages and shit, but I didn't hear a fucking word, you know? So, yeah, so this is kind of crazy, actually, but for those of you new to the stream, we are going to do a 10-minute run-off, as always, and then we're going to read the chapter 155. Hopefully they don't jump away from Garo. I have a feeling they're going to. And I feel like I initially brought that up in my Discord. I said, is the reason that I didn't know the chapter came out and nobody's like, are you doing a stream? Are you doing a stream? And everybody jumping up and down in their seats was because this is one of those chapters where, we're going to jump away and do something with, I don't know, Pure Ugly, Evil Natural Water, and fucking Child Emperor, right? Like, we're going to do something completely, like, that I do not give a shit about, right? So, I feel like that's what we're in for. But maybe not. MC Dude did bring up the fact that it was just a weird time zone thing. It was a Friday night. It came out really late. People read the Raws, and the translation came out late. So maybe that is the case. I don't know. I have no idea. But we're going to find out. We're going to find out. In T-minus 8 minutes, we're going to find out what Chapter 155 is all about. Now, I do apologize for my eyes looking like I've been crying for 28 days. But I have to, after I got my eye surgery on this eye, you guys can tell, you know, it's all puffed up. I just got the eye surgery 2 days ago. It was on Thursday afternoon. So I got to put cream in the eyes like 3 times a fucking day and all this shit and stuff. So my eyes are going to look fucked for the next week's worth of videos or so, right? But anyways, yeah, so how's everybody doing? I know this is sort of last minute. There wasn't a whole lot of time scheduled, so this probably won't be a long stream, probably won't be a very busy stream, but I already see the chat moving. That's a plus. Usually these streams do extremely well, but only when they're scheduled and when the chapter drops the day of. This is basically a day late, so might not be as great. August is in here and says, hey. Hey yourself. Forlorn Ghost is in here and says, hey. August said, finally on time for a stream again. That's wonderful. AJ says, shit, at dinner with my fiance's fam right now, but I'll definitely watch when it's over. Alright, cool. Definitely watch the VOD. The VOD will, of course, be up as always. Skin Intelligence in here says, yo, last chapter of the year? Probably. I'm going to assume that. Hopefully it's a banger. August says, Forlorn Ghost, says, I'm early for once. Oh, indeed. August says, you're definitely going to love this chapter, Griever. Okay, maybe I will. I'm hoping. Cigar says, Murata put on his Twitter, which I'm staying off Twitter, of course, because I haven't seen Spider-Man No Way Home yet, and it's already out. So, if you avoid Facebook, Twitter, you pretty much are safe from spoilers for the most part. If I do get spoiled, it's going to be very annoying, because I might not even get a chance to go see it this week, so. But let's see. Murata put on his Twitter, he's doing 3 more pages, so there's a possibility there's going to be 1 more chapter. I see. Well, that's kind of too fucking bad. The chapter's the chapter. If the chapter has been released, then the chapter is the chapter. So those 3 pages mean absolutely nothing to me. Cigar, if you're new here, or Cigar, If you're new here, then I am not a fan of how Murata does things, to put it mildly. That's the long and short. So, the chapter I get right now is, as far as I'm concerned, all the pages, all the stuff, everything. When chapter 156 drops, I'll read chapter 156. I'm not going to read a revised 155. I'm not going to read 155.23579 repeating. I'm not going to read any of that. It's not how I work. So, Godhawk says, Bleach trailer reaction. Indeed, coming out later on tonight. Or early morning. It's coming out today. I pushed the Jujutsu Kaisen one. I've already recorded, shouldn't say that. I've got all the stuff ready. I haven't actually watched the trailer. I saw one preview screenshot, so no spoiler on that yet. But I will be recording that after this stream. We're going to eat supper, and then I'm going to record that reaction, and hopefully get that out by the end of the night. Or early tomorrow morning. And then you'll get the Jujutsu Kaisen chapter review and the One Piece chapter review sometime tomorrow, hopefully. I'm very behind on stuff. All of a sudden, everything got caught up. All of a sudden, I got busy. But yes, don't worry, Godhawk, there will be a Bleach trailer reaction. By the end of the weekend, it will be out, for sure. Forlorn says, sorry I haven't tuned into your live streams recently. I really wanted to, but couldn't because it was finals week at school. I missed all those Pokemon streams. I love Pokemon. Hey, the Pokemon streams are still going on, so don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Listen, just so we're absolutely clear, when I do a gaming stream, they're not popular. I'm not a gaming channel. As much as I'd like to be, I'd like if they were super popular. It would inspire me to play more and more games and stuff like that. But honestly, that's my downtime. You know, like, because you could make the argument, well, why didn't you record the Bleach trailer reaction, do your One Piece, Jujutsu Kaisen, do all your reviews yesterday when you were streaming for 5 hours? Like, why didn't you do that? I'm like, because my foot was sore. My foot's broke, for those of you who don't know. I broke my foot last week. So I've been in a work boot. I'm tired. It's my Friday night, too, and I just want to chill. I just want to fucking relax. So I do the stream so there's content, so there's always something going on the channel, right? I don't leave the channel dead for 3 or 4 days, you know. There's something there to keep the activity going for the algorithms and all that shit, but it's also my downtime. It's for me to chill, play a game, have some fun, right? And if they get popular, great. If they don't, it was my downtime anyways. I would have done it offline. I just choose to do it online, right? So never feel bad about the gaming streams. They're just for me. August said, pretty sure Cigar meant 3 entirely new pages being worked on, so it must be 156 related, not some redraw 155. Fair enough. But it might not be released until January for all we know, so that's a possibility as well. MC Dude said, hello there. General Kenobi. Forlorn said, how did you break your foot? I fell down the stairs. It hurt. Kanye said, sup Kanye, how you doing? Yeah, so my left side is totally fucked. I broke my left foot, my left eye was fucked, got surgery on it, now I gotta put gunk in my eyes 3 times a day. I fixed my face though and cut my hair, so the positives. And I gotta take a pill in about, I don't know, 10-15 minutes. I brought the pill down here, so it's no big deal. AA Platinum says, that was the best chapter of the whole One Punch Man verse. Oh. And Murata is dropping another one before the year ends, most likely. Well, I won't hold my breath because unlike the One Punch Man community, the Hunter x Hunter community, all those people, I don't got faith. I got zero faith, and I'm glad I'm not a part of it because I would be pissed if I was a reader. Kanye said this is the best chapter of the year for me. Awesome. We got people saying it's the best chapter of the year. People saying it's the best chapter of the whole goddamn series, which is a bit of a tall order. I'm not the hugest fan of One Punch Man, as you guys know, or, you know, the right name, the Garo Show. But, yeah, that's the tall orders. Well, I think we're close enough now. We're close enough to the 10-minute mark. Why don't we just start? We got 7 people in here, 6 likes. I want to see 10 people and 10 likes. So tell your friends. Let's freaking go. Chapter 155, where I'm half blind, seeing through gunk in my eyes, with all that steroid cream, and let's freaking go. Link is in my Discord if you guys want to go join there. One Punch Man. I never get the mistranslation. It's the Garo show. I don't know how they get Punch and Garo mixed up, but anyways. Let's see. Fists and wills have yet to cross for now. And we see Garo's arm and Saitama's arm. That's pretty cool. Both, both showing off their left arm, like, sort of the symbolic look there. Chapter 155, results. Okay. Translator QC, redraws, cleaning, and typeset. All done by Lucy85. Gray words with gray spelt wrong. One Nation 438 and Vib have M. So thank you to all those peeps for bringing us the content that we love. Big shout out there. Always, 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 always. Okay, first page. Oh! Okay, we're not jumping away. We're not jumping away to some fucking bullshit about Prairie Prisoner and fucking, I don't know, Evil Natural Water. No, Fear Ugly's dead. Evil Natural Water is maybe dead. Yeah, because Garo killed. Anyways, you know what I'm saying. We're not jumping away to some bullshit. We're doing with the good shit. All right, let's go. So we have female Mike Wachowski. We got Michelle there. We got Flashy Flash. We got Saitama. They just showed up. Okay. King looking up from the rubble. That is Mr. Saitama! Flashy stands up. We see the whole... I want to see the man on the moon again. Did we just warp? Says Michelle. What happened here? What about old guy Blast? Saitama's worried about Blast. Good for you. Good for you. Flash looking around. Was everybody defeated? Seems that way. There's Fury. There's Child. There's Atomic. Yeah, okay. They look and they see Garo standing there looking menacing. Let's do it. A monster, says Flashy. Saitama looks on. Garo looks a hero. Ooh, Saitama actually, not serious face Saitama, but not bored Saitama. Not bored, I'm a fucking cartoon character Saitama. I'm actually a little... Wait a minute. Okay. Wait, what? Saitama's gonna... Oh, baby. Wait a minute. Please don't play this off. Please don't say he's gonna go there. Oh, a candy bar. Huh, it's always good. Don't do a gag. Please don't do a gag. Saitama's rushing Garo rather than the other way around. Saitama's worried about this guy. He can feel something about this guy. Please don't ruin that for me. Please don't ruin that for me. Because I like this. I like that Saitama takes one look at Garo and goes, No. This is too much for everybody. And he's going to go in. Let's see. Rushes Garo. Garo looking. Why? I don't want any fucking bitch in the One Punch Man community to ever again tell me that this is not a fucking parody gag comedy manga. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear your fucking bullshit power scaling excuses. Because I was taking this shit seriously for a change. I actually had faith in one of the worst main characters of all manga history. I actually had faith. Oh, that hits hard. I even called it. I said, okay, they could do this, but don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, I found a chocolate bar. These are kind of rare. Willy Wonka. Ha ha ha. Don't run past them. Don't fucking, do a gag. Don't do a gag. We're doing a Looney Tunes gag. This is a serious moment. This is Garo. You just want to backhand a bitch once in a while. Like, fucking Jesus. Oh, that's painful. If that's the worst thing the chapter has to offer and everything else is fire, though, I'm assuming Garo's going to take offense to this and they're going to fight, and that's going to be the big thing here. I think that's why everyone's like, oh my god, this chapter's so great. But I'm not going to lie, terrible start. You're not impressing me here. You're not impressing me. You're just confirming what I've been arguing with the One Punch Man community for literal years now, that it's still a fucking gag manga. Get over yourself. Just because it's drawn like Michelangelo doesn't mean it's still not a comic strip. So, alright. Enough of my bitching. Enough of my ranting. Because I'm sure that this is the only gripe I'm going to have. I'm sure the rest of the chapter, optimism here. It's Christmas time. We got optimism. This is a present. This is our Christmas present. So let's go. Okay, so Saitama ran past like he's fucking Bugs Bunny. Okay. Still going forth. Garo, looking behind him, slams his... Either that's Saitama, I can't tell whose, but he stops short. I assume that's Saitama. Saitama goes forth. Okay, I'm taking that notch of 6 of disappointed. I'm gonna take that notch down to about a 4. Still don't like that this went down this way. Like, you could have done it the same way that Luffy did it up against Kaido and Big Mom on the roof. He just walked right fucking past them, and it was badass. It was badass when he went straight to Kinemon. He didn't give a fuck that 2 Yonko were staring him down. He didn't give a shit, and he went forward. Luffy did it better. Let's just be real. Luffy did it better. But I'm gonna take it that he walked past Garo not because of some stupid reason. He saw Genos, or he sensed him or whatever, and he's going to Genos. Okay. So I'm taking the disappointment meter down a notch. Let's tone down that volume slightly. And those are just arbitrary numbers, 6 to 4, whatever. But we are toning it down by a few notches, for sure. Because that's at least a good reason. That's a good reason. This is copying the Big Mom Kaido Luffy thing with Kinemon. That's what this is called. It's the rooftop thing. And it's still epic here. It's still good. It's just, it was not as well executed, I would argue. But, okay, so is he going to be like, Garo, did you do this or something? Let's see what happens. I gotta stop predicting shit. I should just read the fucking chapter. Okay, Saitama's okay. Saitama's just his normal self. You got wrecked again, huh, Genos? Are you okay? Master. Let's see. Is that the guy who wrecked you? Alright, fair. Once again, my prediction's proven true, but he's actually gonna... Unlike other characters with a misunderstanding in shonens, I will argue this is something that Seinen does a little better, which is they actually ask the proper questions. Who beat you up? I'm not going to assume it's the dude over there. I'm going to ask you. Is that the guy who wrecked you? No. The enemy cadre I was struggling with, King took care of him with his ultimate move. King's ultimate move? I can only think of the damn infinite combo from that game. But it's strange. I can feel the same ultra-high energy of King's ultimate move coming from that monster. Oh, here we go. It could be a malfunction. Tama looks over and sees Garo. Okay. Garo's looking down. Oh, okay. Garo doesn't even give a shit about Saitama right now. Alright, he's looking down. He's looking at his claws. He's looking at his body. What happened to me? Not to mention this body. Oh, man. Pretty sexy, if you ask me. You know, I'm like... Yeah. No, that's not the point. That's not where Garo's going with this. But, I don't even remember resurfacing from underground. That's true, he wouldn't. I lost consciousness underground, buried in the rubble, and then... I was dreaming about the past. Just remember fighting Bang? I can perceive the hesitation in your fists. Because he woke him up, because the Bang Garo story is the reason you read One Punch Man. Garo is the reason you read. Because that was epic. Bang made Garo wake up from his monstrification. I love it. First train your heart, then follow the voice of your heart. Thinking about Bang. Oh, Flashy, you fucking dickwad. You dumbass. Atomic over Flashy. Atomic over Flashy. Just saying. With the Sunblade for sure. But yeah. So Flashy decided to attack Garo while Garo was in a state of trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. And zoom. Attack. He dodged. Flashy, he dodged it? Of course, Flashy, you're a bitch. You. Are you S-class rank 13 Flashy Flash? You're a hero, yet you sucker kick me like that? Call him out on his bullshit. That's right, Flashy's a bitch. Call Flashy out on his fucking bullshit with his long hair. For God's sakes, you couldn't draw a more feminine woman if you tried. Jesus Christ. Look at this little bitch. Byakuya Kuchki's hairstyle looks more masculine than Flashy Flash. Christ's sakes. What a bitch. Let's see. Let's go, Garo. Take care of this, mister. I'm a pretty boy. I'm like Sweet Mass, but with long hair. Let's go. Take care of this pretty boy. Are you the only survivor of the Monster Association? You really made a massive mess of things out here. Are you the Monster King boss? I love how they're just all the assumptions. Monster King? Huh, I guess there was someone like that, huh? You better remember this well. My name is Garo. My name is Garo. But you can call me Kakarot. I'm the one who's going to rise to disaster level God and straighten this world out. Okay, we like it. We like it. We like to see it. Garo, the human monster hero hunter? Just so you know, I've got nothing to do with the Monster Association. I love that Garo's not like, all right, you want to fight, pretty boy? He's like explaining. He's like, listen, I'm not the Monster King. I'm not a part of the Monster Association. I am Garo. I have nothing to do with the Monster Association. They can't fit me into that little box, you know. So I like that Garo, unlike Flashy, Saitama, I'll praise Saitama here. Saitama asking the real questions. Garo giving the real explanations. Flashy's being an idiot, but fucking the other two, they're actually being intelligent. They're like, well, I'm not going to assume that just because I showed up with no prior knowledge of anything that happened in the last 5 years of One Punch Man chapters, I'm not going to assume shit. Is that the guy who beat you up? Maybe we should ask the right questions. And Garo being like, all right, I don't want anybody to assume the wrong thing. I'm Garo. I'm not a Monster King. I'm not this. I'm not that. You know? All right. All right. Just as I had thought. Okay, who's this? Allow me to pass through for a moment. Ooh, this motherfucker's still alive. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This motherfucker's still alive? I mean, I suppose that would have been a really weak way to go out. Assuming that the webcomic readers have been hyping up this motherfucker for like 5 years. Ever since I joined Discord, everybody's been hyping up Black Sperm, Black Sperm, Black Sperm. And he is still to this day, honestly, this is probably the only, like, realistically, he has done nothing that I'm, like, that impressed with. You know, realistically, I'm not that impressed. I think the reason I'm not impressed was overhyped. Everyone overhyped Black Sperm. They kept talking about Black Sperm, Black Sperm, Black Sperm. We weren't even starting the raid yet, and people were talking about Black Sperm, and I was just like, what is this guy so great for? And people were hyping him up so much that no matter what he does, this dude could make me the best club sandwich in the world, and I'd still be like, I could probably make it better. And it's still, technically speaking, the best club sandwich in the world, and I'd still be like, it's a sandwich, it's alright. Like, I would play it off, you know what I mean? It could be the best sandwich in the world, and it'd still be like, it's just a sandwich. Because you hyped up that you're going to make me the best clubhouse for 5 fucking years. At the end of the day, it's bread, chicken, bacon, and lettuce. It's not hard, right? So, yeah. And tomato, of course. And tomato. But yeah, okay, so platinum sperm still alive. That's actually a good thing for the people hyping up platinum sperm, who apparently, I didn't get spoiled, guys, but I heard that the whole golden sperm thing, there is no platinum sperm in the webcomic because this arc is going much different than the webcomic. No spoilers about how it went in the webcomic, just the fact that the upgrade that we're seeing was golden sperm. There wasn't a second upgrade. There was golden sperm and that was it. Black sperm, golden sperm. There was no platinum sperm. From what I understand, that's what was told to me. Don't know if that's true. Didn't confirm anything because I don't want to get spoiled on a wiki or something, right? So. But it is a good thing that he's alive, given the hype. But okay, so he just, boom, 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 allow me to pass through for a moment. It's an okay line. He seemingly attacked both Flashy and Garo and did multiple hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Looks like about 7. Like he thinks he's. You know who Platinum Sperm thinks he is? He thinks he's Hiko Seijuro the 13th. He thinks he can go Kita Mitsurugi style, Kuzo Ryosen. He thinks he can do the Kuzo Ryosen on people. That's what he thinks he can do. Hit all 9 spots, vital areas on a human body simultaneously. That's what he thinks he can pull off. And sorry, it's not as cool when you do it. You look like a cross between Dr. Manhattan and Super Boo. It's not impressed with this guy. But let's check the chat first. I don't want to get too far behind. Let's check the chat. Let's see what the chat's saying first. Because I love saying controversial shit because everyone's like, what are you talking about? Platinum Sperm is the greatest fucking villain of all time. I just like to try to let's amp some people up here. Oh, I'm not that far behind, so let's see what's going. Kanye said, Griever fell down the stairs and broke her leg. Kuina fell down the stairs and died. Griever over Kuina confirmed. Yeah, but I can't beat her in a sword fight, so I'm not manly enough. It's true, the stairs did not defeat me, but I still can't beat Kuina in a sword fight. Kanye said, One Punch Man... Garo Show. The Garo Show. The true translated name for One Punch Man. Confirmed. Kanye said, I'm sorry, but Saitama running past Garo is the funniest shit. Lay off Saitama. It's the reason that I'm not a huge fan of One Punch Man. That's the reason. That's part of it. Just saying. Oh, we're losing viewers like crazy apparently, but... Oh well, I gotta catch up with the chat, guys, before we continue the chapter. Don't know what you want from me. Otherwise, I'm gonna read a bunch of shit at the very end, and I'm not gonna understand what anybody's talking about. That usually happens, so. Mathis is in here and says, Saitama running past Garo is hilarious. It is hilarious. It is funny. But I didn't want it to be funny. That's the problem. I wanted a serious moment, and I got a gag moment, and I don't like that I got a gag moment. And it could have been handled seriously, like Luffy Rooftop. But it wasn't because it's One Punch Man, because it's Saitama, and that's the problem I've got. It's just me, but yeah. Kanye said, well, it is serious. Saitama is checking on his friend, but it was not handled seriously. There's the problem. That's probably the most active he has been. Kanye also says, well, that thing of Luffy walking past Big Mom and Kaido is copied from a moment in Hunter x Hunter and the Kamehameha arc, which is also copied from moments in Dragon Ball Z anyways, and Sailor Moon, so, Ghost said, I love Garo, and... Nobody copies Hunter x Hunter because shit's trash. Let's just try to really spin the dial here. Ghost said, I love Garo so much. He's so interesting. He is. Kanye said, Black Sperm, you realized one-shot Dark Shine, who I think is a total bitch, so that doesn't say anything. Was fighting the entire cast for like 5 chapters, who were all already fought their own cadres and were all weak, and when Atomic had the Sun Sword, was kicking his ass. And beat Atomic Samurai, the guy did a lot of impressive stuff. Not impressive by my standard, but sure. Anyways, if he had beat the shit out of Bang and Bomb at full strength, Bang and Bomb come back 100% healthy, and they toe-to-toe team up to fight him, and he speed blitzed them, kicked the shit out of them, and they couldn't touch him, that's a feat. Beating up on a half-dead Atomic Samurai and some other S-classes that were already through their own fights with Homeless and Evil Natural and all these other people, that don't count for shit as far as I'm concerned. Beating up on Tatsumaki when she'd already fucking fucked everybody up. Oh my god, I'm defending Tatsumaki. Never mind, let's jump back to the chapter. Oh, and I gotta take my meds. I'm gonna take my meds now. I just gotta get some beer so I can swallow it. I suck at swallowing pills. How do you guys feel about taking pills? I wasn't able to take pills for the first, 25 years of my life. That's why I very rarely do them. But I gotta take them from my face, so. Yep, still not good at taking them. Anyways, let's see. So, next page. Flashy seemingly took the hits. Garo, by the looks of it, blocked them, which is what I'm going to assume. So, Shiny Super Boo says, "You have monsterfied that much, but still do not have the courage to choose the side of the monsters. How disappointing. We should have disposed of you from the very start." Oh, he looks pretty menacing, though. He looks pretty menacing. Oh, Flashy looks okay. Alright, so that takes away once again. So, in my defense of my argument, supposedly this is a feat. Boom, 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 split hits and hit Flashy and Garo 9 times each. But if Garo and fucking Flashy didn't get hit or were then is it really a feat? It's a feat for them that he couldn't do that. So let's see. Flashy says, "Humph. There was one more left then. I'll take you both on at once. Thanks for coming out and saving me the trouble in searching for you. You shall fall to the S-Class hero Flashy Flash's superior techniques." Well, he's confident. He's confident. Garo, there's the man. "I'll take on anyone who wants a fight. Absolute evil is unbiased, you know. Heroes, monsters, I will slaughter every last one of them and rise up to become the ultimate symbol of fear. Disaster level god. Come get some." Now there's a page. There's our man. The reason we read The Garo Show. Totally not for Garo, but for Garo. Yeah, every line of this guy's mouth is fucking gold. Yeah. And you know what's funny? He's doing a very simplistic... It's been done a million times in Shonen. Not a million, but you guys know what I mean. The whole, if I become the ultimate evil, if I become a dictator, then I can I can rule through fear and everybody will be happy. Because I know the way the world should work. So if I just defeat all the upper echelon and I become a god, then everybody else will be happy. Because I'm not actually going to hurt anybody who's not, the Death Note thing, which was done very three-dimensional, but the whole thing is I'm going to just become a god. I'll decide, and anybody who's innocent, they're fine. They don't need to fear fucking Kira, because that's the deal, right? Garo's basically going the Death Note route with it. That's what he wants to do, and we've seen this many times. It's simplistic, been done to death, but it still works. It still works, and it especially works for Garo, because he's a three-dimensional character, so I definitely like that. Let's jump to the next page. God, my eyes are sore. Fucking gunk in them. Alright. So, forward comes Reject Super Boo design. Flashy Flash coming in. And Garo. Bam. Flashy versus Platinum. Alright. And then Garo coming down from the top. Boom, baby. Get the fuck out of here. Boom, baby. Yeah, look at that. Okay. Cracks everything. And then... Oh, wait a minute. What the fuck? Okay, they're doing the Dragon Ball Z speed blitzing. That's what they're doing. And boom, 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 boom. Oh, that's a nice shot. I like this. I love this double spread. You don't even need to see the characters because we're doing the Dragon Ball Z logic. They're moving too fast for the eye to catch them. Yeah, I like that shit. A lot. That's cool. That's a great shot. And it makes sense. Flashy's whole thing is speed. Platinum Sperm is supposedly super fast, super strong. And Garo as well, the main character. So he matches, right? So... it all adds up. It's working fine. And this double spread is just beautiful. It's really nice. Alright, next page. Alright, we're jumping away from the fight for a second. Mr. Saitama, King. I knew you'd do it for us, Mr. Saitama. Do what? Anyway, good thing you didn't get hurt. I believed in you. I knew you'd show up. Good for King. Good for King having, King's a great character. Is a great character. He really is. I was so scared though. I did everything I could as a stone. And notices Genos is there. I was afraid I wouldn't be able to show you the fruits of my labors, but I'm sure you glad made it in time, Mr. Saitama. Yeah. What do you mean, as a stone? My kidney stones, you know? Okay, trying to play it off because somebody else is listening. Mr. Genos risked his life to save Ms. Tatsumaki. It was really, truly admirable. So that's why you really hung in there, Genos. Nice fight. You know what? Good on Saitama. We got to give praise where praise is due. We got to give credit where credit is due. Good for Genos to be acknowledged by Saitama. King saying, look, he defended, the reason he's so beat up is that he helped Tatsumaki and he was defending her like a true gentleman. Like a gentleman, you know? And that's why he was a true hero. And Saitama recognizes that. You really hung in there. Good job. Nice fight, you know? Good, you know, Genos getting praised. This is credit where credit is due. Genos says, Master, when the time came for me to self-destruct, I was no longer able to do it. Can one truly say I've become stronger? Saitama says, I don't really get it, but you didn't blow up, right? So he puts his hand on the bomb thing, the heart in his chest. Ooh, color spread, looking very nice. Looking very nice. I believe this is Murata himself, just like last time with the color spreads. I love the twinkling in the background, the cosmos. This is a beaut. It's just gorgeous, the colors. Like, it's very Christmassy, you know what I mean? It's the blue sky. This is very pretty, very pretty. That means this part here got stronger too, doesn't it? Alright, that's some wholesome shit. Once again, credit where credit is due. I don't like Saitama. But I'm not going to disregard. I'm not going to be so biased that I can't regard when he has good lines and good actions. And this, as a mentor, as a forced upon mentor, this is him being a good mentor. This is him doing some good Mr. Miyagi shit with Genos. So it's worthy of it. Like, goddamn. Goddamn. Good for Saitama. Good for Genos. And good for this goddamn. I love that. That's all it's. I sort of like to think that that's fucking Flashy, Platinum, and fucking Garo all battling in the background. Boom, 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 and they're just going like light speed. Meanwhile, Saitama, yes, let's have a nice moment. Look at the fireworks, Genos. Don't they look so lovely? Sir, that's 3 monsters fighting. No. Those beautiful fireworks for this kind moment we're having. This bromance moment, you know? Let's see. So Gara looks down at where Saitama at his heart, a little shocked. Master, it's all thanks to you and Dr. Kusuno. Saitama says, I didn't do anything. We still get the sparkles in the background. This is a tender moment. This is nice. That's really nice, you know? I like that. I like that. Okay, so we're still seeing all the crazy triangle, the vectors. That day, there were confirmations of a geometric structure of light covering the sky over Zed City. Okay. So it's not them fighting, it's something else. This is reported by all parties to be another supernatural phenomenon attributed to Tatsumaki and the other Espers. It's probably the god-level threat doing something crazy. Or is it just, as I said, I think it's them just speed balancing. Other city you're watching, however, little did anybody but the people on site know that they were the trails between 3 superhuman beings. Yes, it's the Dragon Ball Z thing. Boom, 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 leaving the motion trail. Okay, cool. Yeah, I love that I called it out. I was joking when I saw that color spread going, oh, that's really nice. I'd like to think there were fireworks, but it's something else. No, it's literally what I said it was. I love that. 4 pages later, and I'm fucking right. And I was making a joke. I wasn't serious. I was like, oh, that'd be kind of cool if that's what we're seeing. It's like, oh, we're having this tender moment. Look, there's fireworks. Oh, no, that's fucking, like, earth-destroying shit going on in the background. No, ignore that. We're having a tender bromance moment, you know? I was making a joke, but I love that it's right. Oh, that's kind of cool, though. That's kind of cool. I like that. And we see them. They're all good. The three of them having a three-way battle. They're going at each other. It's not the same three-way that I like to get involved in. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink, But, I mean, it's pretty cool nonetheless. It's pretty cool. Let's jump back with the chat really quick. See what people are saying, just so we don't get lost in case anybody's talking. Ghost said, I don't mind taking pills. I prefer to the liquid medicine. I'm very bad at taking pills myself. Kanye said, I hate taking pills. I don't think there's a single person on earth that likes taking pills. I don't mean like taking pills. It's like going to the dentist. Some people hate going to the dentist. I don't mind. Like, I like my dentist. I go. It's like, yeah, it's a pain in the ass to go, and sometimes it hurts or whatever, but it's like, whatever. Kanye said, Black Sperm was the original person to beat Atomic Samurai. I mean, sure, okay. During his fight against the S-Class, he was fighting Darkshine. Realistically, one of the strongest of the S-Class. You were just overhyped. I mean, Darkshine, you think Darkshine is one of the strongest S-Class? I'd put him in the bottom. Darkshine is a bitch. I don't know where you see that. Tatsumaki, King, Bang. I would argue Zombie Man, Child Emperor, Metal Knight. I would argue too many people above fucking Darkshine. Gabriella Ford says, VOA.FYI. So apparently my bots want us all to be totally informed. MC Dude said, that's not the cosmos. Well, it's a part of it. Yeah, it's the streaks of the battle. You got it. Oh, man, I love that I called it, though. I love that I called it. It's funny. Tenryo said, ready to see Saitama lose to Popeye on Monday? Absolutely. Of course he will. Because Popeye. He ate his spinach. Kanye said, Flash is using his speed to keep up with Garo and Platinum Sperm, but he's clearly the weakest of the three. You gotta give props to him for putting in the work. I give props where props is due, just like I said. I'm actually impressed that Flashy, brushed off the initial attack in the first place. So, let's keep going. Jump back to the fight now that we're caught up with the chat. Oh, Jesus, what's that now? It's just other bullshit. Alright, so Garo attacking Flashy. Garo beating Flashy. Platinum Sperm doing a Super Boo Frieza move on Flashy. And it worked. Wind Blade Kick. So he was trying to, choke him out with the tail thing, with the head tail, and, the Super Boo move, the Frieza move. Okay. Smacking him all around, keeping him in place. He's bleeding. Wind Blade Kick, though, is what Flashy does against Platinum Sperm. Platinum Sperm doesn't seem to be affected. Huh? Garo. Flash is weakened due to losing his main weapon. Well, yeah, he doesn't have a sword. That's true. He's actually in a bad pickle. Platinum goes, the smart play here would be to concentrate our attacks together and finish him off, then move on to our one-on-one battle, don't you think? Oh, Garo doesn't like this fucking cheap tactics. No, he's not going to agree to this at all. Garo looks down. I see. Ganging up on him, then. Got it. He's going to punch him. Boom! Yeah! Punch right in the face! In the face! Oh, he did a number on his eye, too. He punched him right in the eye. Fucking black guy. Fuck out of here. You fucking overhyped bitch. You Super Boo reject. The fuck out of here. That's right. Boom, boom, boom. Love it. Bam. Oh, now he's going to grab it. He's going to do the he's going to use him like the fucking tetherball shit. He's, twing, 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 like the ping pong shit. Because he held him by the tail while punching him. Now he's going to spring back and punch him again and just poof, 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 poof. Love it. Ah, how dare you, ha ha ha, like I'd ever take orders from you. You half monster. Alright, he's charging. I feel it. I'm getting close to perfecting my own technique, in quotes. Not water stream rock smashing fist. Not whirlwind iron cutting fist. Let's go. Not exploding heart release fist. Not tiger fang true fist. Not purgatory abyss fist. Not lake breaking ice river fist. are these all real, like, techniques that we've heard of? Because now I think he's just making shit up. Like, he's like, not magma level fucking volcanic fist, not wind cutting, you know, shit out your ass fist, you know? Like, I feel like he's making shit up at this point. Not Fool's Path mountain range fist. Okay, these have got to be jokes. Not ultimate fist of the Yatagarasu. That actually doesn't sound that made up. Not pressure point killer fist. Not poisonous ogre fist. Okay, that one's bullshit. Not lone fist of prosperity. Still awesome. I love that he's going to make his own technique through battle. I've absorbed all of these into my own technique. He's going Asura. Look at. He's doing the History Strongest Disciple. He's using Sei. He's using Kenichi. Mightiest Strongest Disciple. Let's go. Since it's connected to Disaster Level God. I'll name it Monster Calamity God Fist. I would have just preferred Calamity God Fist, but Monster Calamity, that's fine. Calamity God Fist. That sounds cool. No, wait. Boom. Monster Calamity God Slayer Fist. Boom, 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 boom. Let's go. Let's go. He's attacking both of them. He's taking them both on. Let's go. Let's go. Garo. Ah, this is a beautiful shot of Garo next. In order to dominate this world as the absolute evil and beat down humanity into an abyss of despair, something as unreliable as God shall be crushed by my hand as well. He fucking beat them both. He has taken all the fists that he's learned, all the techniques, and he's like, History Strongest Disciple. Garo. Let's go. Let's go. And then in the crater, oh, there's a twinkling. Uh-oh. What's going on? Way down underground. I see the mural. I see the shot. Okay. Looks like a lava pool maybe. And then we see the moon again. Oh no, the mural. The mural of the god, the mural of the god, and he's got like some weird like cat dog thingy between his legs. The mural is of the god of the Super Smash Bros. Melee Polygon God. It's the Polygon God. Let's go. From the moon, let's go. Offshore, there's a ship. The super nuclear aircraft carrier Gotsi Oki. What is that light? Captain, there's a massive object surfacing on the starboard side. Type unknown, cannot evade. All hands to the bridge. Brace for impact. And boom, out of the water. No. I was praying for God. Where's God? I don't give a fuck about evil natural water. I've been hyping up Platinum Spurner's getting his ass kicked. Now we gotta go back to another. Just kill these fucking executives. They're not that cool. The coolest one was homeless and he's fucking dead. Okay? Black sperm ain't cool. Evil natural water taking over the ocean. I don't give a fuck. Ugh. No, you don't show us a mural of God, show us the moon, the mural of God, show us the moon, mural of God, and then go, nah, fuck it, we're not going to show you God again. No master hand God. Man, that's just disappointing. Like, this is a great shot, don't get me wrong, but this is clearly not God. This is evil natural water taking over the sea. Which would be an epic feat if we weren't already hyping up the fact that Saitama and Garo are there. Garo has developed his ultimate technique. God showed up on the moon already. Like the executives are not on this tier anymore. We're talking Yonko commanders when we got fucking Yonko in play. Why do I care about a Yonko commander getting a power-up? I care about the Yonko getting the power-ups. Let's go. Shit. Oh, man. I know some people are probably like, how the fuck don't you like this? And I'm like, I don't mind it for what it is. Why the fuck show me the mural of the god? And I'm like, God's going to show up. Show me the moon. The moon's there. God's going to show up. Moon, God, moon, God, moon, God. Even natural water. Doesn't mean God can't show up, though. Doesn't mean God can't show up. Let's go. End of chapter. Oh, that's... Fuck. How's this the best... Just out of curiosity, why does everyone think this is the best chapter of the year? Gar developing his own technique, finally getting his own technique, was an epic moment. But really the best chapter of the year... to be fair, didn't we only get like 5 chapters this year? So there's sort of slim pickings. Honestly, no. I would actually argue a couple chapters ago, the Bang versus Garo stuff was better than this chapter. I would argue just right off the bat. Right off the bat, I would easily argue that because that had more character depth. It meant more. You know, it just did. It hit different. It was a good chapter. This was a really good chapter, though. Let's be frank. This is a really good chapter. We had a good Gaara moment, a good King moment. Well, we had a great Gaara moment. We had a great Saitama moment, which, high praise from me. If you guys don't know, high praise from me. Great Saitama moment. The references in this chapter. Yeah, this was a really solid chapter. This was a solid 8 out of 10 chapter. This was a very good chapter. I don't know why everyone's going nuts. Be sure to check out the Volume 24 bonus chapter and artwork translations for them are on the thingy. Okay. So that's the end of the chapter. So we got 9 people in here, 10 likes. Let's check up with the chat. Let's see how many people are pissed that I don't think this is the greatest thing since sliced bread. Alright. So Kaze is in here and said the passing move that BS used, Blacksburn used, was originally used to beat Tatsumaki in the webcomic. Really? Well, there you go. So I was right. So this is a little different. But at least they're using that. That's cool. MC Dude said, if I recall right, I think Bang says Garo went dojo crushing when he started his journey, so he probably got the other styles from that. Actually, you're absolutely right. That is what happened. I don't know much about One Punch Man, like keeping up in this brain, but Garo's story I know very well. So yes, absolutely. That's exactly what he did, and that's probably what it was. Roy's in here and says, oh, I am too late. Don't worry, the VOD will be up later. You can always rewind. Ghost says Garo versus God. That would be cool. And he does have God Slayer in his technique. And it's probably a lot better than God Slayer from Fairy Tail. Let's just be real. Message retracted from both Kanye and MC Dude. Kanye said God can come back. I know he can come back, but don't hype me up that God's coming back and then show me evil natural water. That's like showing Shanks rising out of the fucking, like, that's like Shanks is coming, and then it's Rockstar. Hi, Luffy, I'm here to help. No Ben Beckman, no Yasop, no bullshit. No. You send fucking Rockstar of Shanks' crew. You know what I mean? What's another thing? I don't know. It's like, the fucking, use another reference here. That's a One Piece one. Let's use Bleach. I don't know. It's like you hype up that Aizen's going to return, and Aizen doesn't show up. You know, it's sort of like, well, what are you doing? You know? Skin said, just finished reading it. This was easily the best chapter of the year for One Punch Man. How? How is this chapter? Can someone fucking explain why this chapter is better than the Garo versus Bang chapter? Someone justify that. And then go look in the mirror and realize that you're wearing clown makeup, because there's no fucking way this chapter had great moment for Saitama, great moment for Garo. That's what it boils down to. 2 great moments. That's it. Like, the chapter was solid in between, but realistically, what makes this chapter so much better than the character developing moments of Bang trying to save Garo and finally getting through to Garo where he broke the monstrification? How is this better than that? How? I don't understand. This chapter was good, 8 out of 10, but how the fuck is it better? I don't get you people. Maybe this is why I'm not a One Punch Man stan. This is why I'm not a One Punch Man community member. I don't get what you people like. I don't understand what you like and what you dislike and what makes good, what's good to you and what's bad to you. I don't understand anymore. I gotta stop trying to figure it out. Ghost said cliffhanger like always. Indeed. And I don't mind the cliffhanger. Great double shot, widespread. And if we were still in the realm, if we hadn't been introduced to God and we didn't have the wrap up for Garo, the evil natural water taking over the sea would have been a huge moment. This would have been a great moment for evil natural water. But at this point, I've already moved beyond. I'm above warlord level and vice admiral level at this point. I care about Yonko and admiral, not commanders and vice admirals. I care about the big players. At this point, the arc is almost over. We're into the big nine. We're into the, we're on cloud 9 here. Don't take me back down to cloud 7. I don't care about cloud 7 anymore. I cared about cloud 7 when cloud 7 was the peak. That's me. Kind of say we can have both evil natural water and God, I know, but why show the mural? Why talk about God, show the moon, show the mural, and then show evil natural water? That's fucked. Let's show the flag of the red hair pirates. Let's show Shanks. Let's show flag of the red hair pirates. Let's show Shanks. Let's show flag of the red hair pirates. Let's show Shanks. Here's Rockstar. The One Piece community would burn the chapter if that happened. Don't give me this shit. That was badly executed. Don't show the mural. The evil natural water feed is fine. That's cool. But don't hype me up that God's going to appear and then bring up a mid-tier. I don't like it. Look back on that mural to God. If you look, you can see the shadow of something. No, I'm not going to bother. I already closed it out. MC Dude said, it's setting up Orochi coming back, plus it seems evil natural water had reached the ocean. Orochi's coming back now? Isn't he manga only? Plus the crazy fight. The fight was cool. MC Dude said, if you go back and forth, the lava is actually quite fleshy and you see what appears to be a shadow over the mural. Okay. Kanye said, no offense, but I don't care if you disagree with me. I mean, no. That's the point of opinions. Personally, I absolutely adore the concept of evil natural water, and seeing him come back as the little ocean is one of the coolest stuff shit. I mean, it's a cool feat, but I never gave a shit about... Evil natural water has no personality. He's fucking Morpha from fucking Legend of Zelda from 20 years ago. He's got no personality, and he's got no stake, so, it's a cool feat, but I care much about him as I do the amoeba in my beer. The algae in my beer. He's just an algae that fucking... bloop, 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 bloop. He's a slime from a Dragon Quest game. He doesn't do anything. He's got no personality. There's nothing for me to like. Is anybody's favorite character Evil Natural Water? And if there are, tell me what you like about his personality. Tell me what you like about his character development. Tell me what you actually like about him. See where I'm going with this? Cigar said, I actually agree this chapter wasn't the best one this year, but still really good. Which I have said. Solid 8 out of 10. Great chapter. Just not the best chapter. Also, apparently 18 chapters came out this year. 18 chapters came out this year. Now, you're not counting the revised shit, are you? You're not counting that whole 154, 154.2 or any of that bullshit, right? No, 18 chapters did not come out this year. I don't buy that for a minute. There's no fucking way. We're not counting the redraws. Redraws and redos do not count as chapters. I mean real chapters. 18? I'll have to look that up. Maybe you're right, Cigar. I'm not gonna call you a liar. I'm just saying that seems heavy to me. MC Dude said, yeah, I think the hype of the setup was what people liked. Yeah, but they hyped up God and gave me Evil Natural Water. I mean, you and Kanye are arguing that, oh no, they were actually hyping up the other part. Well, they were actually hyping up Evil Natural Water instead. Fair enough, but that's not how I read it, so I was disappointed. Orochi rising up again and over the mural too, which seems like a metaphor since he's over God in the panel, whereas he was underneath before. I guess so. I didn't even think of Orochi. I didn't think of Orochi at all. I saw a mural. Didn't even see the shadow. Too much shit going on. Kanye said, the reason that this chapter is just raw hype, yes, you can argue that the character development is better, and I wouldn't disagree with you, but this chapter got more lava kava reaction. What's kava reaction? From me personally. And fair enough. If you were bought into the hype, if you're bought into the hype and stuff, and you thought that like the hype is what made the chapter, fair enough. Fair enough. I'm not gonna dispute that. I'm not gonna dispute that at all. If you think this chapter is the best chapter of One Punch Man, that is totally up to you. That's your opinion as a fan of the series. I think that it's just not possible, but that's also my opinion. So the idea is when people disagree with each other, you have to respect each other's opinion. I respect the fact that some of you seem to think this chapter is absolutely amazing. I don't think so. But if you guys do, enjoy it. Enjoy it. Enjoy it and praise it to the nines. I still think it was a really good chapter. We're not on opposite sides of the spectrum where I'm going -10 and you guys are going 10. I'm saying 8, you guys are saying 11. You know. MC Dude said, plus Evil Natural Ocean sounds like the perfect potential for some absurd depiction of scale. I do agree that is pretty cool. I do agree Evil Natural Water coming back as the ocean is cool. I just wish they had walked away from the moon and the God mural. That bothers me because we got super hyped with the homeless death chapter that God is actually watching. He's here. He's here and he's involved. And we're terrified, and that was the hype. See, that was better hype, I would argue. The whole him standing up on the moon was better hype than anything this chapter hyped up. I would argue that. However, once again, that's my opinion. But hence, it's my stream, my opinion. What else did you expect? I'm not going to sit here like a newscaster and go, and so, unbiasedly, the chapter had good art, and the chapter had good characters, and the chapter had... No. You're here for my opinion, aren't you? So. But yeah, so... Yeah, Evil Natural Ocean does sound like a cool epithet. I like that. I actually like that. MC said Miranda style. Cigar said, nah, without redraws from 138 and 155, I double-checked to make sure 138 came out around the beginning of this year. Did it? Seriously? Hold on a sec. You're telling me I did 18 streams of One Punch Man this year? Let's see. 52, yeah. Let's go to September. Alright. And then in 149 was July. 149 was July. So we've only got, from July till now, we've only gotten 6 chapters. You understand my reasoning now, don't you? July, we got 149. May, we got 146, fair enough. Oh, we were back on a regular schedule then. 144, yeah, okay, see, in the early parts of the year, in like the spring, we got like a proper schedule. So yeah, that does make sense. Because 139 came out in January, 138 also came out. Yeah, see, he was bi-weekly, then he took a break. Then he released like 5 chapters in spring, stopped in the summer pretty much, other than 1 chapter in the summer, and picked it back up here in late fall. So it just feels like, how the fuck were there 18 chapters? But, yeah. Yeah. Wow. That's crazy. Yeah, 138 came out in January 11th, I believe. After checking my streams. Wow, that's crazy. It does not feel like 18 chapters were released this year. Does not feel like that. At all. Some were short, though, let's be real. Some were short. But still, I'm corrected. Kanye said, my favorite monster is unironically Evil Natural Water. Does it have a good character? No. Good personality? No. Neither one of those. It might have a good character. It might have the best personality of all of them. We just have never gotten any because it's a fucking sentient fucking piece of water. I just find it so fucking cool. You're right, it isn't a good character, but I love it. And that's fine. It's sort of like, what do people call it? Guilty pleasure. If Evil Natural Water is your guilty pleasure character, you go right on ahead and love the hype. That's fine. And you've acknowledged that you just love it. You love the hype, you like the design, and you're just like, I don't give a fuck that he's one-dimensional and stuff. He's just really cool. And that's fine. But as you recognize that he's one-dimensional or a guilty pleasure of yours, you just love the design, you love something about him, you have to also respect and understand the opinions of the people that go, well, how the fuck, if you're, unless you're 10 out of 10 hyped about the design, then there's nothing else there, right? So, yeah. But that's just me. MC Dude said, I'm wondering if this color page thing will start to be a regular thing. Maybe. That was a great color page. That was a great moment. Vib said, fun fact, the big One Piece YouTubers gang declared One Punch Man as manga of the year on the stream in Roger Space's channel. JJK came second. Well, that just goes to show you, because Record of Ragnarok is better than both of these series. So, Yeah, Roger Space does that every year. But the problem is that Roger Space doesn't include a lot of, I think it, yeah, I didn't see the stream. I didn't see the results, but they do that every year, and it swaps and it changes and stuff like that. But yeah, it's funny that One Punch Man is considered the manga of the year. That's, no. I would argue manga of the year. Manga of the year for me would probably be One Piece or Record of Ragnarok. Would probably be the manga of the year. Dr. Stone has been solid all throughout. I wonder where they'd rank that. And also, a lot of the One Piece YouTubers are big MHA stans, and let's be realistic, this year was not good for Black Clover or My Hero Academia. My Hero Academia, after the whole, it was good at the start of the year, but now this late half has not been entertaining. The Stars and Stripes thing is bullshit. Stars and Stripes was awesome, and then they just killed her out. That was total horse shit, I don't read My Hero Academia anymore. That just pissed me off. I was like, they won. We're going to do Deus Ex bullshit for so yeah. I'm not surprised. There's a lot of One Punch Man stands in the, Rogers Base is a big One Punch Man guy, I believe, and fucking, a lot of those guys are. So, I'm not surprised, if we were to go into Grim Reaper's Discord and we were to say, what's the best manga of the year, almost everyone in their top 3 would be fucking One Punch Man, but they're all One Punch Man stands. How am I surprised? If you go to Miss Content's Discord and you fucking say, what's one of the number 1 mangas, it's going to be Toriko, Bleach, and Jujutsu Kaisen. Depending on the group you go to, you're going to get sort of standard results. Let's be realistic, But good for One Punch Man for getting that accolade, I guess. And Jujutsu Kaisen being the second best manga of the year, no way. And I like Jujutsu Kaisen, and I reviewed Jujutsu Kaisen, and I'm telling you right now, it is not the second best manga this year. Fucking no. Kanye said, even natural water taking over the ocean might make him one of the strongest characters in the series. This is potentially true. The guy was dragon level in an oversized fishbowl. But, we'll have to wait and see what happens. Vib said, My Hero Academia and Record of Ragnarok came in third. Oh, that's painful. That's fucking painful. Vib said, here's the final bracket. You want to give your thoughts? Oh, sure. You have a link there? Oh. Alright, let's see. Let's see. Oh, King and Tekking were both involved, but so I respect King and I respect Tekking. Roger, hit and miss, and I believe that's Chibi, who I do not respect. I don't know the other people, but let's just see. So, we'll catch up with the chat really quick first. Roger Space Manga of the Year isn't meant to be taken so seriously. This is true, but nobody's opinion is meant to be taken that seriously. If Tom Hanks comes out and says something, you're not supposed to take it too for granted. Usually, the idea is to take the majority. Well, take informed opinion seriously. How's that? Take informed opinion seriously. Everything should be taken with a grain of salt, but not everything should be also dismissed. There's an argument for both. It's just what he and his friends think some of the best chapters are this year. True. Kenny said Garo show is manga of the year, not One Punch Man. Alright, that's a better statement. That's a better statement, Kanye. Vib said Roger Space is a One Punch Man stan. Dash MC Dude. What? Yeah, I thought he was. I thought Roger Space really liked One Punch Man. I don't know. I haven't watched him in a while. Let's see. So, One Punch Man over Mashal is One Punch Man, apparently. Okay, fair enough. And then Berserk versus Bleach. Of course, people are always going to choose Berserk. But you know what? That's bullshit because Berserk barely got any chapters. Didn't they get like 2 chapters this year? How many chapters came out of Berserk? I argue bullshit. But then again, wait, see, this makes no sense. This makes no sense. There was no, well, okay, there was 1 chapter. So is that what we're doing? Berserk's chapter versus Bleach's chapter, which I would argue bullshit, Bleach losing. Bullshit, because Berserk is basically over. And if it got a chapter before, I forget his name, Murato died, which, of course, that's unfortunate. The fact of the matter is that if we're comparing like 1 or 2 chapters of Berserk to Bleach coming back, I argue the hype of Bleach coming back over Berserk, which has been on hiatus. Like that's like if we had one Hunter x Hunter chapter this year, it would beat One Piece. Like, no, it doesn't. I'm sorry. Hunter x Hunter came back for 1 fucking second after hiatus. The chapter wasn't even that great. It was just a chapter. And everyone's like, oh my god, Hunter x Hunter. It's like, no, that's not how this works. So, I don't know enough about Berserk. I've never read it. I've heard it's a great manga, and I'm not saying that it's not. And I'm not saying that it's worse than Bleach. What I'm saying is, hasn't Berserk not had a chapter in like 4 years? At least Bleach coming back was like the biggest hype of this year. Bleach coming back has been like the thing. Shaman King came back, and for some reason people don't like the animation. I don't fucking understand. But Shaman King came back, which was awesome, and Bleach coming back. The 2 biggest things to talk about. Like, I don't understand. Let's look this up. Berserk manga. When was the last chapter released? One chapter. Was that chapter better than Bleach coming back for Hellverse? Really? 1 chapter. Chapter 364 was released March 23rd, 2021. 1 chapter was released this year. Was chapter 364 of Berserk the greatest fucking chapter? Was it like literally the best chapter of all these manga? Because I'm sorry, I know the guy died, but that doesn't mean that the last chapter before he croaked was the fucking pinnacle, was fucking Da Vinci Mona Lisa. You know, I'm sure it was a great chapter. I'm sure it was well drawn, just like One Punch Man, and I can't read it, so I can't really have an opinion. But I'm just saying that's weird. That's weird. That's weird to me. Bleach should be over Berserk in that regard. Because we're only counting this year. Remember, it's manga of the year. So, Bleach has 1 chapter, Berserk has 1 chapter, and you're trying to tell me that Bleach coming back for a whole new arc with the Hellverse was worse than Berserk's random last chapter, but he died. And our mangaka died, which once again, not trying to be disrespectful, but, and it's very sad that he died because Berserk apparently was amazing, but I just don't see it. Now, Kingdom over Undead Unluck. That's a tough toss-up. That's tough. I would argue Kingdom has been steadily going down, not up. Not steadily, but slowly, like a slow burn going down. Certainly not up, as far as I'm concerned. So I would put Undead Unluck this year over Kingdom, but Kingdom overall over Undead Unluck. But that's a fair toss-up. Kingdom fine. Dadan, I don't even know what that is, versus Sakamoto Days. Dead. Oh, is that brand fucking new one that I'm reading? Is that brand fucking new one? That's not fair to compare, but sure. Sacramento Days every day. Attack on Titan versus the Elusive Samurai. Attack on Titan had a chapter? Wait, it ended this year, didn't it? And it was fucking terrible because Attack on Titan's not that great. But once again, Roger and them love Attack on Titan. like so many people do. So I can only guess that it beat the Elusive Samurai. Though, to be fair, the Elusive Samurai is not that great. So, you're going to take fans, even with a shit arc and a shit ending, you're going to take the fans of Attack on Titan over a manga that's only okay. Yeah, Attack on Titan is going to win that. The Record of Ragnarok versus something I've not heard of. Record of Ragnarok won. Okay, excellent. Now, One Piece over One Punch Man. For me, it's One Piece, of course, but One Punch Man won. Out of the 18 chapters we got, thank you, Cigar. Out of the 18 chapters we got, One Piece beating One Punch Man. To be fair, actually, One Piece has had some of its worst chapters this year as well. So, and One Punch Man has had some of its better chapters this year. So, regardless of inconsistent schedule, I'm still leaning towards One Piece, but I can actually understand. And you guys might be shocked by that, because I'm a One Piece man. I'm a One Piece stan and not a One Punch Man stan. But realistically speaking, we got roughly the 30 chapters this year, right? Out of those 30, we've had some great One Piece moments, but we've had some pretty bad pacing, and we've had some pretty boring chapters. We've had some mad chapters, right? One Punch Man, on the other hand, though the inconsistent schedule, we have had some great chapters with Bang and Garo and stuff. Not some mad chapters as well, but I would argue that, yeah, okay, I can see it. I'd probably still put my bet on the One Piece, but I can understand why people would vote for One Punch Man. That actually does make sense. Berserk versus Kingdom, and Kingdom won. Kingdom this year was not that great, though, so I don't get it. The Berserk chapter was so fucking fire that it lost to Bleach that it beat Bleach coming back, but then loses to a mediocre, some of the most boring part of Kingdom? I don't know. Black Clover over Sacramento Days. Sacramento Days all day. Black Clover have been boring as fuck. Black Clover... Fuck this. Attack on Titan over Record of Ragnarok. Let me get... Oh, wait. A Record of Ragnarok, Vib said, won. I'm surprised. I'm surprised that Attack on Titan didn't beat Record of Ragnarok, which would have been horse shit, but it happened. So Black Clover versus Record of Ragnarok. Record of Ragnarok won and lost to One Punch Man. That, I would argue, is bullshit. The Buddha stuff, Record of Ragnarok this year was fucking... Yeah, no. Record of Ragnarok was better than One Punch Man this year. One Punch Man was great. Record of Ragnarok was better. I'll give you One Punch Man might have been better than One Piece this year. But I'm not giving you Record of Ragnarok. Fuck that. Now let's check the... let's see what people are saying, actually. I've been going off way too long. MC Dude said Tekking for sure. Kanye said Tekken 101 got me into anime and manga along with Fairy Tail. He's one of my first YouTubers. Vib said probably a sympathy votes because Maria died. Yeah, I'm thinking that that's the case. Once again, no disrespect. I even made a video saying that mangakas are overworked, and this will finally push people to let mangakas get a break and not cancel their fucking series. Looking at you, Shonen Jump canceling Red Hood, but to not cancel their series. Like, Jesus Christ, let them get off the ground. And when they get off the ground, give them a goddamn break, right? You know? Bib said, not that I agree, but that's probably the reasoning. It might have been the reasoning true. Which, sympathy vote only gets me so far. Kanye said, what is your opinion on Berserk as a series? Do you think it's good or do you not like it? Oh, I thought you read Berserk. I have not read Berserk. I've heard it's a great series. I heard it's very dark. There's a lot of rape and shit. Not a huge fan of that aspect of it. But it's an R-rated series. It is a seinen. I've heard the art is amazing. I've seen certain panels that are very gothic horror, and I've seen some really well done art. I would argue it's better than Murata's at times. I saw this one panel that I was like, that's probably the best manga panel I've ever seen. There's this double spread. He was like in some worm monster hole, monsters everywhere. It was probably the best double spread I've ever seen drawn, and that was from Berserk. So all I know is that Guts is the Black Swordsman, Griffith is a fucking asshole, and there's rape. That's all I know about Berserk. So I don't know enough. Yeah. Tenryo said, dude, Berserk's last chapter featured a momentum moment for the series that people were waiting for a decade. Stop being biased. Well, Tenryo, why don't you fucking open your ears and listen when I talk? Mr. Let's interrupt people and spoil people. Let's listen for a second, because I'm being biased based on the fact that I don't know. I said that multiple times. I don't know. But they're trying to convince me that this chapter was so fucking good, and you just told me. You just told me that it was a big momentum chapter. It was the Yonko bounties being revealed level chapter of hype. It was Toriko cooking festival level hype. You're telling me that it was. I don't have that information, so I don't know. And that's why I said I didn't even think a Berserk chapter came out this year. I thought the man died this year and there was no chapter. So, you know, don't be a baby about it. Fucking just tell me your opinion. You know, I don't know that shit. I haven't read Berserk. Where did everybody get off that I've fucking read Berserk? I've been saying for fucking 2 years I'm gonna fucking read it as a fucking read through because everyone says it's so great and I want to fucking read it. I've heard only good things about Berserk and I think it'd be a really good fun read through thing. Where everybody missed that information, I don't fucking know. Viv said, by the way, you said you respect Cole, but he was pushing for One Punch Man hard. Oh, I know. I respect Cole's opinion, of course. Like I respect most people's opinions. I respect Cole's opinion, of course I do. But he was pushing for One Punch Man hard. Of course he was, because he, like me, is a huge Garo stan. He's a huge Garo stan, and of course he would love Garo. And he does love One Punch Man way more than I do. Doesn't mean we can't disagree. Doesn't mean we can't disagree on it, right? So, you know, just because I respect the man's opinion doesn't mean I agree with his opinion. If he thinks the Sanji shit of chapter 1000, I think it was 32, 33, the Sanji fans that think that that was okay, I fucking fundamentally think they're totally full of shit. So if Tekking and King of Lightning, the two YouTubers that are probably two of the biggest YouTubers that I respect the most, if they both said that was the best chapter of the year, I'd have to fundamentally disagree with them every single letter. But that doesn't mean I don't respect their opinions. It's just we have a difference of opinion on that, right? So I'm not surprised that he did push for One Punch Man. He's a huge One Punch Man guy. Kanye said that final chapter of Berserk apparently was very, very emotional for Berserk fans. Was it emotional because he was dying, or was it like Tenryo said a little snarkily, that it was a big momentum story-wise? Like, if you didn't know the man died, would it be a great chapter? I don't know, because I haven't read. But if this is the case, then I understand the reasoning. Factually, Bleach chapter is more hype, but the final chapter of Berserk got some people bawling their eyes out. Which is fair, but technically it wasn't meant to be the final chapter of Berserk from what I understand. The man died, it was unfinished. So that's why I'm saying it was a cliffhanger, like, you know, sort of ideas from what I understood from everybody, from all the videos I watched, King of Lightning included, from everybody I watched talking about the last chapter. They weren't really talking about the chapter, of course, they were talking about Miria's death, but they were also saying that, like, you know, now the series, everyone's big question was, who's going to continue the series? Is the series going to continue? That leads me to believe this was not some final chapter. The man knew he was dying and he finished off the series in a neat little bow. So without that information, I can only make assumptions. Factually, Bleach chapter is more hype than the final chapter. And that's fair enough. And if that's the case, then fine dandy that it won. I just thought that was very weird. Kanye said, I fully disagree with One Punch Man beating One Piece. Even with some of the worst chapters, I think it's better. I mean, as I said, I would have pushed for One Piece over One Punch Man, even though I'm a Garo fan and we got a bit of a year of Garo, and One Piece has been inconsistent in its greatness, but overall, we got like chapter 1000 to now, and I just don't think that beats anything right now. Like, the Rooftop Gang happened this year, you know? So, Vib said, Record of Ragnarok versus something I never heard of. Is that a joke, or have you legit not heard of the new JoJo manga? Oh, that's JoJo? Well, why is it called JoJo Lion? JoJo Lion. I mean, okay. I didn't know. I thought it was JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 5, Part 6, Part 7, Part 8. When did they start changing the names from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part X? I didn't know they changed that. I'm still on JoJo's Part 4. I'm still reading Part 4. You know? How the fuck was I supposed to know that? But yeah, okay, fair enough. I didn't know that that was the new JoJo. But, alright, cool. Vib said, by the way, you said Bleach coming back was hype, but did the hype pay off? Were those good chapters? It was one chapter. We haven't had the series yet. It was one big chapter, and it was hype. It set us up for the fact that Yamamoto and Ukitake and Unohana and Aizen and everybody, and potentially we get Gin Ichimaro might come back. Like, there's so much shit there that, like, we're gonna explore the Hellverse. We're gonna fix things from fucking Thousand Year Blood War. We get to see all our favorite characters again. There's shit to be hyped about. If you're a Bleach stan, you're hyped. I'm just saying. Kanye said, Black Clover is my guilty pleasure, and I fully admit it. That's fair enough. It reminds me of my first ever manga and anime, Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail is better than Black Clover and My Hero Academia, and I will die on that hill. Fairy Tail was a great manga. It fell off, but it was a great manga. Rave is another great manga. And a lot of people like Eden Zero, too. I'm not a huge fan, but Mashima can draw, and he can fucking write. Just sometimes it falls off, that's all. I really like Fairy Tail. So it hits just the right spot for me, but yeah, it's not great. Fair enough. And I really like Black Clover. I just don't like this arc. This arc hasn't been hitting. Kanye said, the final chapter of Berserk, from what I hear, was both really emotional for the story and the fact that it is the final chapter, but I am not a Berserk fan. Well, there you go. So it was emotional in story, but it probably got boosted based on the death and stuff, which, fair enough. Fair enough, okay? Vib said, just a reminder that you still haven't seen the right side of the bracket, by the way. Oh, I know. I'm just trying to catch up with the chat. Tenryo said, Record of Ragnarok is my personal pick for top manga of the year. I think mine would be either Record of Ragnarok, One Piece, or maybe Dr. Stone. Maybe Dr. Stone. Dr. Stone was pretty fucking good. Dr. Stone was pretty fucking good. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, well, I would like to say Yona the Dawn, but that's not shonen. But then again, they got seinen in here, so I argue that this list doesn't have some of the better mangas. But Yona the Dawn was not really hitting this year or last year anyways. If this was 2 years ago, Yona the Dawn would be my fucking pick. Yona the Dawn was greatness. Kind of said it's called JoJo Part Insert Number, but its official title is JoJo Lion, or JoJo Lion. That's weird. Kanye said I misspelled the official title, but you get it. Okay. Well, I didn't know that. Well, you learn something new every day. Who the fuck keeps texting me? Oh, that's my wife. The fuck we doing here? Oh, try a new food. They're having Cuban for dinner. Alright. Which reminds me, I gotta get fucking dinner here. Here, I'll be right back, guys. I'll be right back. I'll just respond and see what the fuck she wants. Alright. Let's get back to this bracket here. Vip said, oh yeah, there were a lot of angry Eden Zero fans in the chat. Was there? Well, it's gone, so everyone in the chat doing Hangers Day. Why? Was Eden Zero's on the list? Where's Fairy Tail 100 Year Quest, huh? Where's Four Nights of the Apocalypse, huh? Let's see. So the right side of the bracket. So we already discussed this. At the end of the day, I think One Punch Man loses to One Piece. I think then One Piece against Kingdom, I'm not sure, but then Record of Ragnarok wins in the end. Black Clover meeting Sacramento Days makes no sense. Attack on Titan's trash. And apparently, I'm going to have to retract my statement. Apparently, the last Berserk chapter was a great 10 out of 10 chapter for the series and wasn't just a random chapter and then fucking Maria died. So I'm going to go off with it wasn't a sympathy vote and it was better than the Bleach chapter. I'm going to have to assume that. I don't know. So that's the left side of the bracket. So let's go to the right side. Blue Lock. What's Blue Lock versus Oshio no Ko. No idea what either of those series are, so no opinion. Tokyo Revengers versus Blue Period. Everyone likes Tokyo Revengers. I haven't really, I don't know either of them. I just know there's memes. Dr. Stone versus Blue Box. That's kind of unfair, because they're very different. Dr. Stone, clearly. But Blue Box is a shoujo inside a Shonen Jump, and it's actually done quite well. And then we get Jujutsu Kaisen versus that thing I never heard of, so I'm going to have to go, yeah, sure. No wonder Jujutsu Kaisen made it so far. It was seeded to begin with, and then fuck it went up against something I've never heard of. Maybe that's something I've never heard of. It's great, I don't know. And then Jujutsu Kaisen versus Dr. Stone. I would argue, this year, though. Dr. Stone is... shit. Oh, Tokyo Revengers. They did say Dr. Stone beat Tokyo Revengers. I'm surprised because everybody's been jacking off Tokyo Revengers. Maybe it is good. I've never read it or seen it or whatever it is. But Jujutsu Kaisen versus Dr. Stone this year. Well, see, in this year we got the Maki shit. Which was really good. And see, I'm not a huge fan of the Culling game, but we also got Yuta came back. Yuta came back this year, didn't he? That was this year. We got Yuta back. Yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen over Dr. Stone this year. Yeah. All right. It got... Yeah, the reason it got high is because it was seeded, but then I keep forgetting. A year's a long time. I keep forgetting shit that I'm thinking, oh, that was last year. No, it was this year. We got Yuta chapters. We got fucking the explanation chapters. We got the Maki shit. And then we got the Higurama stuff. So there's been some solid shit in current Jujutsu Kaisen. So yeah, Dr. Stone has been good, but I think it reached its peak a while back. I think it really reached its peak in the first couple seasons, first couple arcs. And even though I don't mind reading Dr. Stone, I think this is the weakest part. Similar to My Hero Academia or Black Clover, I think right now is the weakest part of their respective series. So yeah, so that does make sense that Jujutsu Kaisen got as far as it did, I guess. Just the way the bracket worked. Let's see. Kaiju number 8 versus Boruto. I've not read Kaiju number 8, but I've heard good things about it, so I'm assuming that people like it. And they're going to choose it over Boruto. And they did. Okay? Versus My Hero Academia, which was also seeded. Once again, I would argue that My Hero Academia this year was probably better than Kaiju number 8. But Kaiju number 8 doesn't have that many chapters, I believe. But then again, you're basing it on a year, so I don't know. My Hero Academia was good at the beginning of the year and has fallen off as far as I'm concerned. But My Hero Academia is probably still better than Kaiju number 8. But I don't really... See, the left side was the controversial side. The right side, I don't know enough about these series. Eden Zero versus, once again, another 2 series I don't follow. I like Eden Zero because of Mashima's style, but I didn't keep up with the series, so I'm going to go Eden Zero. Which one? Spy X Family, which I've seen, but not... Well, I know what it is, but I haven't read. And Comey Can't Communicate. Haven't even heard of that. Spy X Family one. See, though, this is not controversial at all. Eden Zero beat Spy X Family, fair, and it's going to lose to My Hero Academia, which... I don't know enough. If I read Eden Zero, you know what would be nice? If I did read Eden Zero, then I could give you an opinion, because according to Vib, a lot of Eden Zero fans were pissed, meaning that I'm going to assume that Eden Zero was really good this year. I'm going to assume that, and then I can see it, because My Hero Academia, though solid, and sometimes even great, at the beginning of this year, by the end of the summer, the last the last quarter, I would argue the last few months of My Hero Academia have not been good. You can argue Stars and Stripes showing up was good, which was good. I like Stars and Stripes. But the fact that she did not kill the main bad guy and there was some fucking plot hole device bullshit is bullshit. And I'm not going to read My Hero Academia anymore. I'm just not. That pissed me off. I stopped reading. I found out that what's his name, Mr. Cheesebelt, is the fucking is the traitor, which was kind of obvious and kind of bullshit. I liked it was like, okay, we got to wrap up that plot line. We sort of forgot. So the last half of this year for My Hero Academia was not good. It was not good. So if Eden Zero was solid all the way through, then I understand why Eden Zero fans were pissed. And then it comes down to Jujutsu Kaisen versus My Hero Academia, which Jujutsu Kaisen was better than My Hero Academia this year. And Record of Ragnarok. But Record of Ragnarok was better than Jujutsu Kaisen this year, I would argue. So it would probably go... Now, One Punch Man, of course, won. Out of the 4 that were there, now, as you guys know, I'm changing up a bunch of shit, but I'm going to say that it would go, out of the 4 that made it to the finals, I would say it would go Record of Ragnarok, Jujutsu Kaisen, One Punch Man, My Hero Academia. That would be my order of the top 4. Out of the top 4 that got there. As much as I like Garo and stuff, the Yuta stuff was great, and the Maki stuff was great, and Jujutsu Kaisen was just more solid. You have more material as well. There was more material. Because realistically, One Punch Man has been... They fight in a rocky desert for the last... The whole year. They've just been fighting. They've been fighting in the same locations against the same bad guys for years now. And it's just... So, there's nothing new in a certain respect. So, but Jujutsu Kaisen has changed up the storytelling, changed up the game, the world, everything, So... But yeah, alright, let's see what people are saying about all that. Let's see. So, yeah, Viv said, there were a lot of angry Eden Zero fans in the chat. So, interesting. Kanye said, while he's gone, how's everyone in chat doing? How was your day? Viv said the bracket was decided by Twitter polls. So, while the left side is way more stacked, I would argue that Bleach would have went further if not set up against Berserk. Though, to be fair... That's actually a good matchup, one chapter versus one chapter. It would almost be unfair if it was the other way around. So actually the Berserk versus Bleach matchup makes sense. But, I feel like it was kind of easy for Jujutsu Kaisen My Hero Academia to make it that far. There was no competition in there. Dr. Stone and Eden Zero are the only good competition in the entire right side of the bracket. The entire right side has 2 competitors. That's it. The left side has Berserk, Kingdom, Bleach, One Piece, One Punch Man, Undead Unluck, fucking Sacramento Days, Record of Ragnarok. The left side is stacked. Vib said, and creator judges input, of course. Alright, well, the left side stacked, the right side was an easy victory. If My Hero Academia was in the left side, it wouldn't have made it. I'm just saying that right now. Kind of said, I would argue that in terms of improvement, Kaiju number 8 should be the best because it went from no manga to a manga, which is actually the best improvement out of all. I guess so. I'm going to take your word for that stuff. Kind of said also, Mission Yozakura Family is great, but no one talks about it. I just haven't read it. I'm sure it's good. Vib said, you'll be standing My Hero Academia when Captain Maple shows up and defeats Shigaraki. Oh, yeah. Yeah, totally. But yeah, because Ultimate Muscle, the Kaneko Man Legacy didn't already have a Canadian wrestler that we all hated. Trust me. We have Captain Canada in Marvel. We have the Captain Canada, the Canuck Crusher in Kaneko Legacy. Don't do that. Kanye said, you haven't heard of Komi Can't Communicate? Dude, that was one of the biggest mangas this year and last year. Summary of the manga, super ultra wholesome slice of life. What magazine was it in? Shonen Jump? Then I probably didn't hear about it. And if it was, I probably just skim right by it. I'm a visual guy. If I don't like the art style right off the gate, I don't click it. I actually didn't click 7 Deadly Sins, which is still one of my favorite mangas, even though it sucked at the end. Let's be realistic. I didn't click that for almost until the anime came out. Because, yeah, when the anime dropped on Netflix, I got into Seven Deadly Sins, the first season. Then I caught up with the manga. Because I was like, holy shit, or something. That sounds about right. I forget exactly. But because I didn't like the art, I didn't like the cover page. I was like, another chibi hero. Not a fan. Chibi hero, soft black lines, not a fan. I looked at the cover page and said, no. I'm very visual. If you don't sell me on your cover, I'm not going to pick it up. You know? Which is a problem. Let's be realistic. I'd probably miss out on some great stories with that. But Viv said, Record of Ragnarok might have beat Jujutsu Kaisen, but they didn't get a chance to go head-to-head. Sure. Tenryo said, what's funny is that if One Piece won, Roger said, and the other judges would be accused of wanking the series too hard, but if it loses, fans still get mad. Yeah, there's no way to win. There's no way to win. Though you could argue wanking off any of them. Let's be realistic. Other than Record of Ragnarok, let's substitute Record of Ragnarok for One Piece. Any of these boys winning is wanking it off. You're wanking off Jujutsu Kaisen because it's the new Bleach. You're wanking off My Hero Academia because it's the new Naruto. You're wanking off One Punch Man because people just do. And you're wanking off One Piece because it's fucking One Piece. So, Record of Ragnarok is literally the black sheep in the top 4. The other ones, whoever won was going to be accused of wanking it off. It's like, oh, you only chose that one because it's your favorite series. That is the case. You know, like, it just goes to show, right? Like, if Dr. Stone had made it to the top 4, that would have been weird. Does it deserve to be in the top 4? Nah, this year I would say top 6. Top 6, top 7. But is it in the top 4? No. But it would have been nice to see that happen, just to shut up some of the fucking naysayers. Record of Ragnarok being there as the lone black sheep is nice. Let's see. Kinda said, Tenio, that's the internet for you. You can save the world, people will still get mad at you. Exactly. Like anti-vaxxers being mad at the people making the vaccine. Let's save the world from COVID, but let's keep it around for 4 years because people don't want to get vaxxed. Vib said, funny speaking about art, because the finals were One Punch Man versus Jujutsu Kaisen. And in my opinion, One Punch Man has the best art in Shonen Jump, while to me, JJK has one of the worst. I prefer the style of Jujutsu Kaisen over One Punch. Art, quality, and talent, clearly One Punch Man. Clearly. But I prefer the character models and the art style. One Punch Man's art style doesn't hit with me. Like, if Murata would shade Kubo's art style, like if Kubo did the line drawings and Murata did the that would be the best art style ever. Like, Boichi's actually, I correct myself. At a Jujutsu Kaisen versus One Punch Man, yeah, but Boichi's is the best in Shonen Jump. Dr. Stone has the best art style. It's the highest quality with the best detail. It doesn't sacrifice anything. The character models are on point. The art style is on point. The shading, the quality, the amount of talent. It matches. I would argue like Sunken Rock matches or sometimes surpasses Murata's art. And he does it weekly for Dr. Stone and still hits. So Boichi's the best manga artist alive today as far as I'm concerned. As far as art. But that's opinion. Everybody's got a different opinion. But yeah, I would put One Punch Man for quality and just backgrounds and all that shit would be over Jujutsu Kaisen, but I prefer the models of Jujutsu Kaisen. Though Jujutsu Kaisen is not my favorite art style either. My Hero Academia is not my favorite either. Record of Ragnarok is clearly, out of the top 4, Record of Ragnarok beats them all. Record of Ragnarok is the best art. That art's awesome. But Boichi art is fucking, yeah, Boichi art. Tenio said, thinking that people were worried about One Piece winning again after last year. Well, it should have won last year, and it should have been in the top 4 this year, I would argue. But they've had some hiccups this year, so. Fib said, JJK art style is just an inferior version of Sacramento Days. No, they're not. No. Those are different. Those are different art styles. I see where you draw the parallels, but they're different. They're a different style. And it's definitely not inferior to Sakamoto Days. Sakamoto, sorry. Yeah, I always say Sakamoto. Kanye said Jujutsu Kaisen has a more rough and raw art style, which some people like and some people don't. The sketchiness I enjoy. Dr. Stone has some of the most detailed art in Shonen, agreed. And One Punch Man has some of the best scale and backgrounds, agreed. Those are my favorite art-wise. Favorite spelled wrong, I agree. Tenryo said, I'm just happy the Record of Ragnarok made it really far in the competition. It's a huge step up from last year, which, how did it lose? Heracles versus Jack is probably the best fight in the last 5 years manga, period. Period. We had the Rooftop Gang of One Piece. We had Garo versus Bang. We had fucking, I don't know, My Hero Academia. Fuck that shit. That's not the best fights. But no fight in the last 5 years, I would argue, can come close to Heracles versus Jack. That was the best fucking fight I've read in manga in years. And nothing on this list in the last 5 years fucking touched it. And wasn't Heracles versus Jack last year? Am I full of shit? Or time for me doesn't work right in my brain, but yeah. Kanye said, honorable mentions, honorable spelt wrong, mentions in terms of art style go to Bleach. Yep, Kubo's is one of my favorite. Berserk, definitely very detailed, though once again, not the, I haven't seen enough Berserk. I'd have to get back to Chainsaw Man, don't like, hate Chainsaw Man. Talk about discount Jujutsu Kaisen. Don't like that art style at all. And Record of Ragnarok. Record of Ragnarok, great art. Yeah. A lot of people love Chainsaw Man, so that's just my opinion. I know that's an unpopular one. I have so many unpopular opinions. But then again, if I had only the popular opinions, One Punch Man is the best. One Piece is the best. Jujutsu Kaisen, My Hero. If I kept jerking off every fucking thing that everybody liked on the internet, then I'd be called a wanker, right? So I'm either a wanker, or I have unpopular opinions. There's no happy ground on the internet, so. I can't pronounce that. Says, Sun Ken Rock art is insane. You weren't kidding. I'd put it above One Punch Man. I agree, and I'm a diehard One Punch Man fan. There you go. Yeah, Boichi's art is some of the best in the world. He's currently alive. He's probably the best manga artist. I would stack him against Murata every day of the week. Viv said, yeah, I know the sketchiness is part of the style, which is why I brought up Sakamoto Days. In my opinion, it is similar and much cleaner. It's similar, I agree, and it certainly is cleaner because they don't go for the sketchiness like Chainsaw Man and Jujutsu Kaisen and that kind of stuff. So I agree with that, yeah. It's rough and sketchy like JJK, but not messy like it. Well, it's way less sketchy like it. So yeah, I see where you're coming from. Okay, I see the similarities you're pointing out, yeah. Kanye said, the best fight in 5 years goes to everybody versus Darkness Devil and Chainsaw Man. Not the touch of Heracles versus Jack. I'm sorry. I'm putting that below Rooftop Gang. I'm sorry. We had Roof Piece in the last 5 years. I can't do it. I can't do it. I don't care what the fuck happened in Chainsaw Man. I don't care. I really don't. Heracles versus Jack hit on too many levels. It hit on every level. When somebody asked my favorite panel from Record of Ragnarok a couple streams ago, it might have been Caden or somebody. Somebody asked my favorite panel, Brunhilde crying. Because it showed, once again, you have to understand, the implications of Heracles versus Jack just changed the fucking game. It changed the game. Jack changed. No fight affected that many characters. I'm beating a dead horse here, but no fight affected that many characters in the series before or since. Before or since. More characters were affected by round 4 than any other. That's a fact of Record of Ragnarok. 6 rounds down, more characters affected by round 4. That's just a fact. And, Like, arguably, Brunhilde is our main character. Zeus is our main antagonist. We can, like, roughly, like, clearly there's something. But Brunhilde would be considered the main character of Record of Ragnarok, I would argue. And the only time, like, one of the only times we get real character development from her, round 4. Round goddamn 4. So, yeah. We got Sandra Fisher in here being a bot. Kanye said also Chainsaw Man is nothing like Jujutsu Kaisen after the first arc, not in themes, characters, and story. Oh, I was talking about the art. Viv said Jack vs. Herc ended in April 2020. There you go. So it was last year. So Jack versus Herc ended in April of last year. Meaning that last year, Record of Ragnarok should have went fucking crazy. But then again, I don't believe King of Lightning had read if he was on that panel last year. I don't think he caught up to that because he thinks Jack vs. Heracles is one of the best fights. He thinks that's one of the best fights. So, there you go. Because I just watched all his reactions and stuff. He thinks that's one of the best fights. And he loved Jack and Herc. He loved them. So his opinion might have changed had he been caught up at the time if he was on that panel. I don't know if he was. Cigar said, not gonna lie, you just sold me. I'm gonna start Record of Ragnarok. Yeah, we got another one, baby. Now all you gotta do is read Toriko. Because Toriko is the greatest hype manga of all time. Record of Ragnarok has the best fights of all time. That's just the way it is. Guys, like, I love Shaman King. I love Bleach. I love One Piece and stuff. But let's be realistic here. Let's be realistic. Record of Ragnarok is literally the tournament arc as an entire fucking well-drawn manga. That's all it is. It's the tournament arc done right. It's the best tournament arc. It's better than the Chunin exams. It's better than the Hunter exam. It's better than all the other tournaments. It's better than the Yu Yu Hakusho. What was that? The Dark Side thing? Or whatever. It's the best version of it's the best bits of what makes a tournament arc, and they just made it into an entire fucking manga. Record of Ragnarok is the best. It's so fucking good. So yeah, we got another one. So woohoo! Welcome to the family. Welcome to the family of people that know that Shumatsu no Valkyrie is some top tier shit. Welcome, Cigar. Welcome. Kanye said the reason I rank Everybody vs. Darkness Devil is the fight with the most impact in a manga probably ever. Like, literally that fight changed the entire goddamn genre of manga. Not gonna lie, my man. That's your opinion. That's fine. There's no fucking way it's accurate. Because now you're putting it into a perspective that everybody, when I started, finished that, and I said, well, maybe Berserk, Hunter x Hunter, Fruits Basket, Ken and Ashura, I'm not sure. Everyone would have said, Chainsaw Man changed the fucking game of manga. They changed the goddamn genre. You have to read it. I have heard nobody suggest Chainsaw Man. I'm just saying. And I think I would have heard if this fight was so great, it would be on, like, there would have been videos. Tekking, who does make Chainsaw Man videos once in a blue moon. Tekking, King of Lightning, Rogers Base, I don't know, Nia Hammond, somebody who reads Chainsaw, I don't know who does, but somebody who read Chainsaw Man, you'd think I would see the greatest fight, question mark, I would have seen clickbait thumbnails, carpet bombed all through. I never saw one. I never saw anybody. I saw people say that fight was great. That's the most I saw. That's... The genre of manga was changed. You know, like Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball Z, and Hajime no Ippo, like bigger, badder fish have changed. Goku versus Frieza changed the game years ago. That changed the game. I don't know. I don't know what game this changed, but whoa. That's whoa. Not saying you're wrong, I'm just saying, like, I've seen nobody else and no evidence of that fact. Vib said Cole binged the manga this year. Yeah, well, I just joined his. I didn't check the dates. I just got caught up on all his streams. I just watched all his streams where he reacted to every chapter, and that's what I was doing. Decorating the Christmas tree, that kind of shit. I just have Cole on in the background doing that shit, and it was great. It was greatness. Kanye said Jack versus Herc is a close second, but Chainsaw Man hits different for me. That is a fair statement. That's an opinion. That's okay. Kanye said I meant it changed the genre of Chainsaw Man, not manga as a whole. Oh, whoa, okay. You gotta check before you hit enter next time, because the way that read is way different from what you meant. Which fair. Trust me, when it reaches the anime, I'll put money on this. Everybody will talk about this as the next greatest thing. Fair enough, but Demon Slayer was a 7 out of 10, and people only praise it as a 10 because of animation, so, But maybe it is greatness. And I'm sure within the confines of the story, it probably does change the game in the same way that Jack vs. Herc changed the game. And if you don't like, for example, if you don't like Record of Ragnarok, if you don't like Shimatsu no Valkyrie, then you're going to be sitting there going, how the fuck is Jack vs. Herc better than Jujutsu Kaisen, My Hero Academia, Black Clover, all of them? You're going to wonder that, right? So, it of course, it all is perspective. It's all opinion. But I think there has to come a certain level of experience, right? Where, once again, the best word to use is educated opinion. Like a hypothesis, an educated guess. An educated opinion, right? I would assume, would be more valid. Like, if I have a plumbing problem in my house and I bring in somebody with no plumbing experience and they say, well, I think you got to fix this, this, and this. And then I get a dude with 2 years of plumbing experience in and he says, no, you should do this, this, and this. Who do you think I'm going to listen to? I'm going to listen to the goddamn guy that actually was a plumber. Might have been a bad plumber. Might suck at his job. But you're better off going with the guy with the educated guess. Now, granted, not to toot my own horn, but I was reading manga long before a lot of my chat was alive, or they were crawling. I've been reading manga for a very, very long time, almost 20 years. And I've also read well over 200 manga. So, and I've seen, and I grew up with the internet, and I was here before Twitter, I was here before Wikipedia, I was here before a lot of this shit. And I saw the fan sites pop up, and I saw fucking the evolution of manga, and I was there when things were changing and when styles changed, and we went from hand-drawn and CGI, what people liked, what people hated at the time, opinions, majorities, minorities, what was hit and what wasn't. So, not to toot my own horn, but I would argue that I have what would be considered an educated opinion when it comes to mangas. Of course, I have my own bias. I do have my own bias, of course, and it shines through like a fucking neon, like Rudolph's fucking light. Christmas reference, right? And it does do that, and I know it does. But I would still argue that, some guy who, some guy, girl, who has watched Dragon Ball Z and read, and read One Piece, does not have a well enough rounded opinion, or let's not even use names. Let's say they've seen 2 animes and read 8 manga. Now, you're going to trust their opinion about what the next Michael Jackson of manga is, or you're going to trust the guy who's been doing this 20 years and also fucking read over 200? I trust, I don't trust the guy who's never heard of fucking any more that's only listened to rap to tell me the next Michael Jackson is down at the bar, right? So, I think it's one of those things. And once again, it's still all opinion-based. It's just I believe that certain people's opinions hold more weight to a crowd. It doesn't mean their opinion is more valid than the next guy in any regard, regardless of everything I just said. The guy with 0 plumbing experience has just as much a right to his opinion as the guy with the plumbing experience to give an opinion. However, I argue the guy with the plumbing experience has more weight behind his words. And anybody with half a brain is going to trust the guy with the more weight. That's all. Now, I'm not saying that I have the most weight. I'm not saying that. There's people that have read 1,000 manga and fucking they take off and they do way better. There's big YouTubers, that have way more subscribers and all that stuff. Which really, is that indicative of a good opinion? 70 million people voted for Trump. So, there's 70 million idiots. So if you have 7 million fucking subscribers on YouTube, that guy might be a total dumbass with the worst opinions and takes in the world, and the guy with only 7,000 subscribers might have the best takes in the world. So those numbers don't indicate anything either. So it's all in perspective, realistically speaking. And we got 12 likes. That's nice. I think I just noticed that. But I'll put my money. Tenrio says Cole's credibility would skyrocket if he admits to solo leveling isn't that good. People also trash Cole for saying that Toriko was one of the best mangas for the longest time. They trashed him for that for days, months, So, and he's not wrong. So, You know what I like about Cole? Cole's sort of like me. He gets involved in these heated things. Like teching, you got to respect teching. Techie doesn't get involved in this shit. Like the chat the way I am, or the way Cole does. He does not get involved in this shit. Teching sits back and he says, I like this manga. If you don't, that's fine. Then he moves on. He does not rant about it. He doesn't say anything more. He just moves on. He goes, well, I like it. Shrug, and moves on. He does not engage. For all that good teching does, and I really like teching, he does not engage with his chat. He will not engage in that way about anything that requires an opinion. Like, they'll be like, oh, do you like Trump? He won't trash Trump or anything. He'll just say, I vote for Bernie Sanders. And then he moves on. He just tells you the facts and moves on. He's like a newscaster. He is very hesitant to ever get into a debate on stream or anything with anybody. You got to respect the man for being able to keep the lid on that shit. I'm more volatile, so is King of Lightning, so we're more similar vein. King will go on there and he'll just fucking blast someone and he'll give his opinion straight up. And people will trash him for it. And if he's wrong later on, he's wrong. He don't give a fuck. And that's greatness. That's greatness. He just don't give a fuck. Kind of said no opinion is more correct. This is true. Only more believable and has more evidence to back it up. Basically what I was saying, yeah. Same idea, different words. But as I said, I'm not going to trust somebody who's only seen 5 movies to tell me what a masterpiece is. I'm going to trust the guy who's seen 1,000 movies to tell me what the next masterpiece is. That's all I'm saying. Your experience and your background matter when you give your opinion. I argue. Miss Conant said, hello, I'm here. Well, hello, Miss. How you doing, man? I thought you were at the movies. Miss said, just finished dinner after getting back from watching No Way Home. Excellent. Do not spoil me. I will fucking kill you. I might not even get to see it this week, so I'm going to have to be very careful. I'm not going to be, just Miss, if you're still in here, just so you know, I'm not going in your Discord. Nope. No, I can't trust somebody not to spoil me, so I won't be in your Discord until I see the fucking movie. I probably won't even be in mine. Just so you guys all know, I won't be in my Discord either. Because I can't guarantee that some asshole won't just jump in and be like, he disagreed with me on stream and called me a baby or called me a dick, so I'm going to fucking, like, I can't control people and their emotions, so I don't want to be spoiled, Andrew Garfield died in the movie. He was in the movie. Tobey Maguire wasn't there, or whatever the fuck spoilers are going to be. Oh, Tom Hardy showed up. I don't know. I don't know anything about it, so I just know the speculation, but I don't want to be spoiled, so I'm just going to stay off the fucking internet. The chat, I trust. I've got mods in here. The chat, I trust. Kind of said, sup, Misk? The King of Monsters Orochi says, yo ho ho! What's up, King of Monsters Orochi? Since JWM Zonin? Okay. Well, what's up? King. Orochi. Kanye said, that can't be. Grim, is that you? That's Grim with the yo-ho-ho. Is that Grim? I can't tell if it's Grim. Grim, stop changing your fucking name if that's you, man. I don't do that on Discord either. That shit pisses me the fuck off. I'm like, who the fuck is this today? Oh, it's Neve. Oh, who the fuck is this today? Oh, it's Greek god. Oh, who the fuck is it? Vib and I are the only two people that I know that never fucking ever change their names. Misk, I don't think changes his name either, but to be fair. But, like, everybody changes their fucking names. Like, you know, crazy. Kanye said, Tekken 101 is an OG. The guy knows I'm getting into massive debate isn't worth it. Exactly. He's got a better handle. He doesn't have anger issues like the rest of us. So he's able to just go, hey, you don't like me, that's too bad, bud. Or you have a like, even if Tekken is sitting in bed going, these fucking guys are so stupid. He doesn't say it on stream and he doesn't get involved with it on stream, you know. Kanye said, Miss, how good is No Way Home without spoilers? Miss said, understandable. Also, it's very good. Wonderful. Wonderful news. Awesome. Kanye said, I add to unlock Ultra Instinct to avoid all these goddamn spoilers for No Way Home. I just had to unsubscribe that every channel that's even related to Marvel. That works too. Daniel said, have you heard of the Critical Drinker? No, I have not. King says, Orochi says, sup, Griever, nice of you to notice that Grim reference I made. Yes, I did. Yo-ho-ho! What's going on, guys? It's your boy, Grim Reaper. Here with some... well, I can't do the whole thing, because he drops the N-word like it's a fucking... like it's just for kicks. And I don't want to be fucking that one white boy on YouTube that fucking did that, so... I'd be better off doing like the mega church of Katakuri thing, like just getting up like King of Lightning does, even with my broken foot, and being like, oh, in the name of the Mama. I don't have a sword well, actually I do. I got a sword up there, so I could be swinging that around, but that's a real sword. King's got the Toys R Us version, so. Yeah. Who's texting me now? Jesus Christ. I'm glad you guys are all enjoying the stream. I'm glad I stuck around too, because now I'm glad I stuck around now. I'm from the 1930s. Hi, how are you doing? Would you like a refrigerator? It's gonna keep all your vegetables cold. All right, we'll see you for $5.99.99. Thank you very much. Click. Jesus. My fucking nostrils are making me sound like a fucking 1930s dude. What's your plan for dinner? Chicken. Sausage stuffed with cheese and wrapped in bacon. Speedwagon meets his bacon. Yeah, for those who don't know, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have fucking chicken tits. I'm going to slice them open, stuff them with hot Italian sausage and Applewood smoked cheddar. And then I'm going to wrap it and pincushion it with bacon, smoked bacon. And I'm going to oven bake them. And they should be fucking delicious. Rochi said, getting drunk now, are we? Oh boy, you know what, surprisingly? This is only my 1, 2, 3, 4. This is my 5th drink, and I'm still on it. I actually started drinking really late today, even though it's Saturday. I stayed up most of the night and into the morning, just making sure my wife got home safe. She was out with friends and stuff, but I always get weird. I always get weird about that shit. Like, I can't fall asleep or I wake up every half hour or whatever. Like, I just need to know, okay, she made it home safe. Somebody didn't fucking, like, drag her into an alley, rape her, and kill her and stuff. My mind goes to dark place. At 4 in the morning, there's no happy thoughts at 4 in the morning, right? So I didn't hear for a few hours, and I texted her, didn't hear back, which is usually standard. She's out. She doesn't like to be rude and texting and shit. but I was just like, you know. So I ended up waiting up until almost 7 in the morning. And then I heard from her around 8, and she said, sorry, got home, blah, blah, blah. And once I knew she was safe, fucking out like a light. But then I didn't exactly just get up at 1 o'clock in the afternoon and be like, well, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, and click open a beer. I don't do that, right? I stay up for a while, so, yeah. But yeah. Can't believe we let the stream go for 2 hours. I still have to make a Bleach trailer reaction because I haven't seen that shit. I gotta do my Jujutsu Kaisen, my One Piece, fucking Jesus. I'm probably not gonna do any of that tonight. I still gotta make supper. I got chores to do. I got a tree to decorate. I got everything to do. Everything's in. I promise everything will be out by the end of the weekend, but I'm probably just gonna drop like 4 videos tomorrow and be done with it. Kanye said, it's not weird, you're just worried about your family and loved ones. Yeah, I know, but it's just like where she's that far away, it's one of those things, you know? King of Monsters says, dang, you really think of the worst possibilities, so I don't blame you, we live in some crazy times. Well, it's not just that, like, I don't give a fuck, like, if she goes out, like, because I don't know if she's going out or not, like, she could fucking be going out and I could be in bed dead asleep, right? I don't fucking know, but, where she's 4,000 miles away in LA and stuff, and the time difference and everything, it's way different. And 99% of the time it's fine. But if I don't hear from her, that's the thing, you know? Because she always texts me when she's going home. And it's very unusual. She's not the type of person to stay out past, like, the bars all close around 2 in most places, right? So, generally speaking, she texts me between 1:30 2 a.m. and says, we're leaving the bar, heading home soon, or something like that, right? So, when I check my phone and it's 4, and I haven't heard from her, that's when the negativity starts to roll around in your mind, right? You just get a little antsy, you get a little worried. It's not like, oh my God, she didn't text me, she's clearly being, you know, mugged or something like that. It's not like that. You know, she's probably totally safe, and she always is, but you know, there's always that chance. And as I said, it's 4 in the morning. You're exhausted. Your mind isn't thinking coherently either, right? It's not like it's noontime, sunshine out. You hear traffic, you know. There's a black house, dead of night, no lights on. All you hear is the fucking nothing, silence, you know. So it's that kind of shit. King Much said, you and Grim on that Bleach hype. Haven't seen the show before, but hey, if it's as good as people say, then I might give it a look into. Bleach is one of my favorite mangas of all time. If it's not my favorite, it's in my top 3. It's in my top 3. Bleach is one of my favorites. Is it the best manga of all time? Hell no. Hell no. It's a solid... I'd give it an 8.5 or a 9 myself, but that still feels like a biased number. Yeah. Like, it's not perfect. It's objectively got flaws, but I just love it. It's so good. So. Anyways, guys, I think over 2 hours into a stream. Only 3 people in here anyways. 14 likes, which I appreciate very much. So at the end of the day, this was not the best chapter of the year. It was not the best chapter of One Punch Man. It was an 8 out of 10 chapter. It was good. It had its flaws. But it had some great moments from Saitama and Garo, respectively. A great cliffhanger moment from Evil Natural Ocean. And, yeah. And the in-between was fine. So, but anyways, I really got to get going. I got to do some other stuff. I only wanted this to be an hour stream anyways. Turn it into 2 hours because I love to hear the sound of my own fucking voice. So yeah, I'm gonna go cook supper. I might be able to get that Bleach trailer reaction out by the end of the night. I hope I do. If I don't, sorry about that. But that is coming out along with the One Piece review and the Jujutsu Kaisen review, respectively, in the next day or early Monday. So just wait up for that. 15 likes. Thanks, guys, so much for everything. Happy Christmas to everyone who celebrates it. We will be streaming before Christmas Eve, of course. But I always just like to say that. So happy Christmas, everybody. Like, comment, and subscribe, as always. Don't forget the fourth and most important thing, to drink, but responsibly, as always, as I always do. and we will see you back here next time. CK said One Punch Man definitely better than Shimatsu no Valkyrie for the year. I completely disagree, but that's up to you, CK. Kind of said I will continue to praise Evil Natural Water until everyone loves him. Nabra, seriously, I do think he's underrated, though. Fair enough, fair enough. And that's the end of the chat. That's the end of the stream. I hope to see you guys again another time. So hopefully we'll see you back here for a Record of Ragnarok stream. I'm sure there's one more chapter this year. So hopefully. But we'll have to wait and see. So take care, everybody. Have a happy weekend. Happy Christmas.